Welcome back to Super Recaps. Today I will show you an erotic thriller film from 2015 called The Boy Next Door. Watch out for spoilers ahead. When the film begins, we see a woman jogging. She is reflecting on her past, which shows that she is a teacher and that she's getting divorced because Garrett, her husband, was having an affair with his secretary. Claire now lives with Kevin, her 15-year-old son, and Kevin misses his father terribly. This makes Claire think that she should reconsider giving Garrett another chance, as her son's birthday is in 2 days. Claire plans to go out to dinner with Garrett to make Kevin happy, but her best friend Vicky tells her otherwise. She tells her to divorce Garrett. Claire becomes enraged at Vicky after hearing this, and claims Garrett has changed. Well, it's been 9 months since they split up, and Claire believes Garrett has improved. Claire contemplates returning to Garrett for the sake of her son. Then Kevin's birthday happens, and Garrett has arrived. This brings Kevin and Claire great joy. Garrett says at that point that they need to go camping again, which makes Kevin happy. When Kevin takes a step away from them, Claire asks when they'll leave, and Garrett informs Claire that they will leave after his business trip. When she hears this, they get into a fight because Claire thinks that Garrett's still having an affair with his secretary. Claire then approaches Kevin and tells him that they should go without her. She then goes to the restroom and starts crying. Claire and Kevin are on their way out of the house one day, but their garage door gets stuck. Claire then tries to open the door. However, that door is far too heavy. Then a boy appears and lifts the door for her, and adds, "If you like, I'll fix this door as well." Claire inquires, "Who are you?" Her neighbor informs her that this is his nephew Noah and that he has come to help him. Noah says he can repair the door, but they just need to go to the supermarket and get some things. Noah and Kevin then go to a nearby supermarket. Then Noah's uncle informs Claire that Noah's father and mother died a year ago. When Noah and Kevin talk, we find out that Noah is 20 years old, and he's still in school because of some issues in his life occurred which had an impact on his studies. We find out that Noah is going to enroll in the same school as Kevin, where Kevin's mother teaches. Then, after seeing a girl working there, Kevin goes to hide and tells Noah that it's Allie, the prettiest girl in their school, and that she makes him nervous. Kevin, however, follows Noah's advice and goes to talk to Allie. Just then, some mischievous schoolboys arrive and begin to annoy Kevin. Noah sees everything, and when they return home, Noah tells Claire that Kevin was being bullied by some boys. Claire, though, is already aware of this. When Claire goes to the window at night, she notices Noah is taking excellent care of his uncle. Claire smiles as she sees this. The next day, Noah and Kevin are repairing a car together. When Claire looks out the window at Noah, they both smile at each other. Claire is actually content because Kevin finally has a good friend, and Claire also has a small crush on Noah. When they are both together the next day, we learn that they share many interests. Then Kevin goes camping with his father. Noah then goes to Claire and hands her a book. Claire, on the other hand, refuses to take the book from him. She does, however, take the book at Noah's insistence. At night, Claire looks out the window and watches Noah while he bathes. Then Noah's gaze is drawn to her, which makes Claire quickly hide. Later, at the request of her friend Vicky, Claire goes on a date with a guy. However, she does not like the boy, so she leaves. When she returns home for a drink, she receives a call from Noah, who requests her assistance in the kitchen. Claire then goes to his house and helps him. While they are both seated together, Noah looks at her and begins to seduce her, but Claire is reluctant. But since she likes Noah, she is unable to resist, and they end up sleeping together. When Claire wakes up the next morning, she finds everything extremely strange, so she gets dressed. Then Noah comes and she informs him that she was drunk and apologizes and says that this was a mistake. But Noah tells her it wasn't a mistake. Noah then punches the wall during the argument, causing his hand to start bleeding. Claire then applies medicine to his hand. She tells him that this is wrong, but in anger, he asks her to leave. After a while, Kevin and his father return, and Claire seemed to be nervous. Then enters Noah, who attempts to communicate with Claire, but she ignores him. When Garrett is leaving, Claire informs him that they need to make a decision. Garrett then apologizes to her. Claire is teaching in class the next day when the principal enters with Noah and explains that Noah will now be in her class. When she asks him to explain, the principal says, "You told me to put him in this class." Claire then finds out that Noah hacked her email and sent the request to the principal. Kevin takes Noah to the shooting range, and Noah instigates Kevin against his father. When his dad comes to meet him later, Kevin becomes enraged and leaves. One day, Kevin is learning boxing with Noah, and Noah informs Kevin that his father is only using his mother, as he comes at night and leaves in the morning. Listening to this, Kevin becomes furious, and in his rage, he starts punching really hard before collapsing on the floor. Then Noah takes an injection from Kevin's locker and administers it to him, saving his life. Actually, Noah wishes to brainwash him against his father in order for Claire and Garrett to get a divorce. Despite the fact that Claire and Garrett have been separated, they have not yet divorced. The next day, Noah sends Claire flowers, and she goes to talk to him about it, and asks, "Should we start over?" Noah answers yes. Then Claire returns home with her husband, and Garrett also kisses her, which Noah observes from the window, and becomes enraged. The following day, Noah confronts Claire and screams at her. Then comes Kevin, so Claire warns him to stay away from Noah, but Kevin ignores her advice and goes with Noah instead. When Kevin arrives at school, the boys begin bothering him once more. As a result, Noah beats them up. The school's vice principal, Vicky, then summoned Noah to her office, but he misbehaved with her, so Vicky suspended him from school. Then there is a party at school, and Claire discovers that water is leaking in the boys' toilet when she goes to check. Noah is present and he assaults her, but Claire beats him away. She also tells him to stay away from her and her family. When Claire returns to school the following day, she notices pictures of herself and Noah across the classroom, and the student begins to come to class as well, but she tells them to wait outside and begins removing the images. Then Kevin's father arrived after school to take him in his sports car. He lets Kevin drive, but Kevin becomes enraged with his father and begins speeding up, but the car's brakes fail, and they get into a crash, but they both survive thankfully. When Claire returns, she sees Kevin seated with his father and Noah is also there. When Claire is in the kitchen, Noah goes to her and blackmails her, saying that if she doesn't come to his house, he'll show the whole school their video. Claire goes to his house since she has no other option and asks him to delete the video. Noah promises to delete the footage if she visits him and sleeps with him every day. Claire becomes enraged when she hears this and slaps him before leaving. Claire goes to her friend Vicky the next day and tells her everything. Vicky is eager to assist her, and they devise a strategy together. Vicky drives away in her car, and Noah follows. Meanwhile, Claire infiltrates his home and deletes her photographs and films from his laptop. Then she stumbles upon a file about how to fail car brakes and discovers that Noah failed the brake of Garrett's car in order to kill Garrett and Kevin, as well as the brake of his own father's car in order to kill him. Claire then walks away and tries to phone Vicky to tell her everything. However, Noah smacks Vicky in the head and calls Claire from Vicky's phone. Claire goes to investigate and sees Noah killed Vicky. She is terrified and runs away to her car and calls the cops. Noah then arrives and prevents her from calling. Noah then informs her that his mother committed suicide because his father had an affair, which is why Noah killed his own father to take revenge for his mother's death. Noah then drags her to a nearby house, where he has also abducted Garrett and Kevin. He starts throwing gasoline around and starts a fire, but Garrett frees himself and attacks Noah, but Noah shoots him. Claire then stabs Noah with Kevin's injection before pulling a chain, causing the engine to drop on Noah and kill him. The family escapes, and the police arrive to rescue them. Thanks for watching. To support the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button and press the bell icon to get new video updates.